Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Sandra. 我是你们的老师 Sandra. 大家好，你们好吗？ I hope the answer is 很好 and of course 欢迎。I always 欢迎 to welcome to community Mandarin. And today we're gonna do something accordingly to the season we're upon. Last time we did 夏令时, which means daylight saving time. And this time we're going to do something about the season we're in, or the season is around the corner, depending on where you live on the north hemisphere. We're going to be talking about 春天来了, which in English would be spring has come. Spring has come. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into today's content. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day. I was going to do a session on St. Patrick's Day, but literally in Mandarin, St. Patrick's Day was translated into 圣 Patrick Day. So that's literally nothing to be covered in there. Okay, but about the upcoming spring, or depending on where you live, spring is already upon you. We do have something to talk about. So first one, we're looking at a very lively and cutesy picture, which has 4 green bold font on that, which is the Chinese character of 春天来了. Hopefully, even without pinyin, you can at least recognize some of the characters. 春天来了, but no problem. We have this 春天来了 situation more detailed with pinyin here. So first, let's look at this sentence. 请跟我读春天来了鲜花开了 So first one, 春天来了 We learned 春天 right? 春天 spring. Lai means come, and then we put le to show this is something already happened. That's an action that's already happened. So spring has come, and usually what happens when spring is here? We have 鲜花开了. For those who can't figure out what is 鲜花开了, let's look at some possible new words for you guys. First, 鲜. 鲜 is usually used as an adjective. It would have 2 meanings, or 2 major meanings. One would be fresh, and the second would be savory, as in in cooking or in food. If you say something is 很鲜, it means it tastes very savory, tastes very good. And of course, when we're talking about 鲜花, we were talking about 鲜 as in the sense of freshness. So 鲜花 would be fresh flower. So if we see like flower that's in new blossom, that's usually when we call it 鲜花. So let's look at other 2 examples, as in how to use 鲜 when it means fresh. So if we say 鲜奶, it means fresh milk. And then 鲜肉, fresh meat. Okay, and the next one, let's look at 开. 开 is a verb that carries multitude of meanings, I should say. So first one is the most commonly used one. 开 literally means to open something. Like 开门, open the door. 开门, open the door. And next up, when 开 is paired with a means of transportation, some commonly are used one are 车, vehicle, or 飞机, airplane. When we say 开车 or 开飞机, it means to drive that means of transportation. And then last but not least is when 开 was paired with, say, flowers, as in this case. When we say 开花, it means the flower is blossom or to bloom. Okay, so 鲜花开了 means fresh flower has already bloomed or is in blossom. So 春天来了，鲜花开了。 The next one, let's look at this sentence. Again, 春天来了，小草绿了. That's my attempt to make a poem or at least make something wordingly poetic. So again, 春天来了, spring has come, 小草绿了. Usually in Mandarin, we know 草 is grass, right? So 小草 means little grass, small grass, little size grass. Yeah, usually we would call the grass that used to create the lawn. We would call those little long grasses 小草. And 绿 we know that as an adjective or a noun, it's the color green. And in this case, it is used as a verb. So turn green. So 春天来了，小草绿了. The whole sentence would mean spring has come, the grass has turned green. All right, and then let's see what else would happen when 春天来了, when spring has come. 春天来了，天气暖了。We've learned the word 天气 as well as some specific 天气 as in 雪 snow, 雨 rain, and other kinds of 天气. So, and sometimes I greet you guys by asking, 你今天的天气好吗? Today is the weather good. So 天气 is weather. And 暖 is a possible new word for some people. 暖 as adjective, it means warm, and as a verb, it means to warm up. So the whole sentence would mean 春天来了, spring has come, the weather has warmed up. Or if you want to make it into better English, the temperature has gone up.好. And then last but not least, we have another thing. 春天来了，万物苏醒了. This one might be a little bit less specific, and then judging by the picture I attached to the scenario, it might be a little bit hard to guess what is happening here. So first, let's look at 万物. 1, if you learned your numbers, you probably still remember 1 means 10,000. And then 10,000 is a number that in Chinese culture, we quite like it, and we use that a lot. When we say 万事如意, like, a good wish, 万事 means 10,000 things, 如意, go as you wish, which basically means everything in your life goes as you wish. In this case, 万物, it literally means 10,000 objects or things, but also when we say 10,000 objects or things, it means everything. And 苏醒 is a verb. It means to wake or to wake up. So 苏醒, it is worth noting that 苏醒 is a little bit different than simply 醒. So say if you had a good night of sleep and you woke up, you can say, 我醒了. And if you got into a car accident and had to lay unconsciously in the hospital bed for, 3 days. And then when you woke up from that, we can use 苏醒. 苏醒 is kind of like a revived ways of waking up. So if you just woke up from a nap, like 20 minutes nap, do not use 苏醒. Okay. So 春天来了，万物苏醒了 would be spring has come, everything has woken up, or everything has been revived. After a long winter, that is everything was in hibernation all day. Okay, so that concludes today's community Mandarin, guys, and thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week. And when you have an extra moment, don't forget to check Rola's website, which would be scrolling down the screen any minute now. Okay, here it goes. And if you have an extra minute, go over to YouTube channel. We have 10-minute mini classes on various languages over there. So if you want to learn a second language and then only have 10 minutes to spare, hop over there and then choose a language you like to learn. And of course, Community Mandarin would be live streamed twice a week on Monday, 星期一, and Thursday, 星期四, which is today. So I guess I'll see you next Monday. 下星期一再见。